बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अल्लाहुम्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम आमीन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन। Transformation of functions. The topic of this lecture is translations. For this lecture, I am using the work of one of my best students, Miss Sayyida Fiza Kaisar of class 2020, the Lyceum. An important advice for me and for everyone: be always good. As you have done in O levels, this equation means T maps A onto A dash. That is, T plus A is equal to A dash. If this is T and if this is A, then this will be A dash. This translation vector means you have to go 2 units right and 3 units down. On the grid, if this is A, then by moving 2 units right and 3 units down, we can get A dash. We always first work horizontally and then vertically. And this is the difference between these two translations. This is you have done in O levels and this will you do in A level. I will discuss this equation at the end of this lecture. Well, when the horizontal component of any translation vector is 0, then that translation vector means vertical translation. Since the vertical component is 0 in this vector, therefore this vector means horizontal translation. As both the components horizontal and vertical are non-zero, therefore this vector means combined translation. Vertical translations. Number 1. Well, this red Y means the image, whereas this black Y means the object, and this A is the vertical component of this translation vector. So the graph of y is equal to f of x plus a, or y is equal to y plus a, you all know y is equal to f of x, is a vertical translation of this graph by this vector. Let's understand this concept through this example. Given y is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1, this is the equation of the object and this is the vertical translation vector. The question is, find the equation of the resulting graph. Since this is the vertical translation, therefore this will be the equation of the resulting graph. Y is equal to y plus a. And since the value of a is 3, therefore this will become y is equal to y plus 3. So by applying this equation onto this equation, we can get the equation of the resulting graph. So by substituting the value of y here into this equation, we will get the equation of the resulting graph. This diagram shows the graph of the two functions that differ only by a constant, which is 3. When the x coordinates on the two graphs are the same, see, this is 1, whereas this is 1, they both are same. Since the x coordinates of both the points are same, the y coordinates differ by 3. This point has y coordinate 0. By adding 3 into this y coordinate, we have got 3 here. This point is 0, 1. By adding 3 into y coordinate, we have got 0, 4. This is the way to get the points of image. 0, 1. So by adding 3 into vertical component, we will get 0, 4. This means that the two curves have exactly the same shape, but they are separated by 3 units in the positive y direction. Hence, this graph is a translation of this graph by the vector 0, 3. Number 2, horizontal translations. Since the horizontal component of this vector is positive a, therefore we have x minus a here, and here is the logic. This is the vertical translation and this is the horizontal translation. They both are same. Y plus 3, x plus 3. But as you know, we substitute the value of x into this equation to get this equation. So by making this x subject from this equation, we'll get this equation. That is why we have minus a here. So be careful, when we have positive a here, then you have to write minus a. These two will always be opposite in signs. What if we had minus a here, then you had to write plus a here because of this. Now so the graph of this equation is a horizontal translation of the graph of this equation by this vector. Let's understand this concept through this example. This is the object equation of the object, and this is the translation vector. We need the equation of the resulting graph. This is the equation of the resulting graph because this is the horizontal translation. And by substituting the value of a here, you will get this equation. So this is the required equation of the resulting graph. You just need to substitute x minus 3 here and here. You need to simplify this equation. I left this equation here for the simplification. You can simplify this later. The curves, this is the diagram of these two equations. The curves have exactly the same shape, but this time they are separated by 3 units in the positive y direction because of the horizontal translation. Example, given y is equal to x square plus 5x, and this is the translation vector, find the equation of the resulting graph. This will be the equation of the resulting graph because this is the horizontal translation. So by substituting x minus 2 here and here, we have this equation, and this is the simplified form. Hence, this is the equation of the resulting graph. Note, replace all occurrences of x by x minus 2 here and here, or just apply this equation into this equation. By combining these two results, this is the combined translation in fact. By combining these two results gives this equation. The graph of this y is equal to f of x minus a plus b is a combined translation of the graph of this by the vector ab. This is the horizontal translation, that is why we have x minus a, and this is the vertical translation, that is why we have plus b here. Example, this is the equation of the object, and this is the combined translation vector. Find the equation of the resulting graph. This will be the equation of the resulting graph because this is minus 5, so this will become plus 5, and this 3 is here. So by applying this equation onto this equation, we have this thing. X will become x plus 5 and 3 is here. And this is the equation of the resulting graph. Note, replace x by x plus 5 and add 3 to the resulting graph. Find the example number 2, find the translation that transform the graph. This is very important. We have to find the translation vector. Well, by observing these two equations carefully, you will see that x is replaced by x minus 2. Therefore, the horizontal component of the translation vector is 2. We cannot get the vertical component directly. So by applying this horizontal component onto this equation, we have this equation. Basically, we are trying to convert this equation onto this equation. Once we will convert this equation into this equation, we can easily get the vertical component of this translation vector. So first, get the horizontal component by comparing both the equations, and then apply the horizontal component onto this object equation to convert this equation into this image equation so that you can compare the vertical component. and you can in fact get the vertical component. So by applying 2 over here and here, we have 5 upon x minus 2 and 3 times x minus 2. And this is the simplified form of this equation. Now by comparing these two equations, this and this, you will see that this is 6 and this is 10. So 4 is added in this component. So by adding 4 into this equation, we have this equation. Now both the equations are same. Therefore, the vertical translation is 4 units. So this vector will become 2 and 4. Hence, this is the required translation vector. I hope this lecture would help you all to understand this concept of translations. Inshallah, I will discuss the combined transformations in my next lecture. An important advice for me and for everyone, we should be honest. Allah Hafiz.